Hey everybody, welcome. Look at this regression. It's infinite as fuck. The most fucking infinite regression I've seen in a goddamn motherfucking minute. That's right. Been a while since I seen a regression this fucking good. Hey, hey now, look at this shit. Oh boy, man, we got some shit lined up. It's gonna be good and whatnot. Probably. I mean, where the fuck do I get off saying it's gonna be good? I don't know. Hasn't happened yet. We've definitely set out to make it good before, and it wasn't quite, or wasn't at all, or didn't qualify under the good category. So you know what? Promises made, promises rescinded. There you go. It's a platform we can all get behind. Anyway, hey people, hey. Um I'm here. It's the weekend. I'm having that type fun, you know. Uh yeah, that's right. Mixing up special beverages and whatnot with my soda stream, having a good time. Anyway, hey there. Uh look, Braxton, he's a little more bright-eyed and clear-headed. Looks like his dealer sold him some fake stuff, so he was actually accidentally sober for a week. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, so good to see the whites of your eyes, Braxton. They're normally reds. You know what I'm saying? Normally, I would say the reds of your eyes, the bloodshots of your eyes, the fucking go get some Visines of your eyes. Anyway, hey, Ian's still fucking here for no good reason. I mean, fucker is no good at his job. I mean, for fuck's sake. Do you know where we are being advertised now? Do you have any idea? Baby coffin lids. Fucking baby coffins. Like, first of all, wrap your mind around the fact that baby coffins exist. Like, they pre-make them, too. It's not like they're like, oh, fuck, a baby? God damn, well, I guess we could just, take one of our regular ones and, add some extra padding and shit, or cut it in half and make do. No, they have them shits pre-made. Baby coffins. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and bet that that's not the shit that they got up front, where regular folks coming in for grandmama and they're sad enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are sad of fucking enough. Grandmama died, and this funeral director is about to fucking rape this family for way too much money. Gonna upsell them on gaskets and shit. They'll turn grandma into a person soup in an attempt to fucking keep the worms out or some shit. Anyway, yeah. This mortuary is about to go all ape shit on the undercoating upsell, that's just how the funeral industry works, is just making money off of people's grief. Sure, they're the only ones who do it, though. Haha, no one else would dare make money off of someone else's grief, would they? Anyway, but yeah, these motherfuckers who are going to upsell the weeping family on a fucking gasket for the casket that's going to turn the whole thing into a pressure cooker so that grandmama's rib meats will be falling off the bone in a soup of her own bodily fluids within a fortnight. They're going to upsell on that shit to be like, oh, it'll keep the worms out. Yeah, it'll keep the worms out. And it will turn grandmama into something that, if you smelled it, you would be like, something's cooking. Who's Who's having barbecue this close to the fucking cemetery? That's crazy. That's crazy. It smells like pork ribs. I mean, for fuck's sake. Anyway, like, yeah. So for the people who are about to go through that shit, they don't like they see regular size caskets for adults. They come in, they see the showroom up front, they get upsold on all the like extra like, oh, grandmama would have wanted non-itchy pillows even though she fucking dead, and like she doesn't have the ability to feel itch anymore. And given the fact that y'all are about to turn her into stone fucking soup inside her own casket, like it does not matter whether or not the linens are the softest thing you ever fucking touched. I mean, you motherfuckers upselling on this shit. But the most ridiculous thing is that, like, y'all have baby caskets. You do. You got them baby caskets. You don't keep them up front. You don't put that up front with the merchandise, you know, for the people coming in that like 9/10 of them, they want the regular size shit for like a regular adult. But like, holy fuck, someone comes in extra sad. You're like, I know what we're upselling today. Little tiny rubber gaskets on this. We're gonna turn this. Talk about I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be goddamn little child soup in the fucking falling off the bones situation of the gasket on the tiny little baby casket. This like, you know how sometimes you see a miniaturized version of something and a little part of you is like, oh, that's cute. Like, oh, look at that kid. He got Nikes, but they're like, you know, smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he got some Jordans, but they're like, you know, smaller than regular sized Jordans. You know, it's fucking adorable. Yeah. What if you felt that way about baby coffins? Where you're like, oh, it's like a regular sized coffin, but like, oh, hold up now. Where are we going? Hey, who's driving this bus? What the fuck? Anyway, hey, it's a good time because we are just started and we are already knee deep into baby coffins. Anyway, moving around. Hey, Chaz, did you hear about the baby coffins? Yeah, that's your fault, motherfucker. That's you creepazoid. Goddamn. Yeah, it's yeah. Ugh. Yeah, heard that you wanted to take your new lady friend to go see Pearl Jam in concert, and she didn't know who they were. How's that make you feel, old man? She's never heard of them. Yeah, Eddie Vedder, that name means nothing to her. It's zero. It does not register. You know? You know how you don't know what a Lil Uzi Vert is? Well, she does not know about a motherfucking Pearl Jam or an Eddie Vedder. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how disconnected y'all are from each other. Maybe you should think about this shit and about why it's wrong. Anyway, you can go fuck yourself because nepotism, I gotta put up with your fucking nephew. Baby coffins, my man. Baby coffins. It's the worst goddamn week. Swear to motherfucking Christ. Anyway, hey, Clarissa, how you doing? Who's this? Who's this? Oh, he's a former convicted felon who's trying to get his life back on track. Well, I'm sure he will not regret dating you, you wonderful woman, you. You're such a catch. I'm giving him the thumbs up. He is returning the thumbs up awkwardly. Yeah, okay. I've got a good feeling about this one. Anyway, yeah, well, At least Kaysen's not going to get his 2 scoops this week, right? You perv. You weird-ass perv. That's what you are. Anyway, and Aiden over there, always the douche canoe. Yeah, the little douche does not fall far from the canoe-sized douche. That's just the way that goes. Anyway. Well, there's one last fucking white guy I gotta get up here. You know who it is. We can't avoid it. Legally, that is not an option for us anymore. So please give a warm welcome to Stanley the Manly. Stanley, if you would, please. Ahem. Weekend Tab Fun, Volume 42. All the stars and planets have aligned for this one. Thank you. All right, Stanley, that was obligatory. Anyway, hey, with your host, the mystical Rem, a soothsayer from parts unknown. That does not even look like me. That looks like a woman. Did you try to Photoshop my face onto a woman? It's fucking weird. That's what that is. Anyway, come Rem, play the mystical magical theme song. Yeah, that's we'll do that. We'll do, if we do nothing else. If we do nothing else, at least we can do that, right? Okay, prepare to be underwhelmed. The out-of-tuners are ready to do whatever the fuck it is that they do that we pay them for every fucking week.
This is my sexy, sexy theme song, baby. Oh, this is my sexy, sexy theme for a lady. Or maybe it's for a dude. I don't know. It's so sexy. I can't tell if it's for a lady or a man. A sexy man with his big sexy man hands, baby. Just get up on me and ride like a tiger into the night. Like a tiger who rides on other shit. I don't know what I am talking about. Yeah, I don't know.
Cha. Okay. That was exceptionally normal. I think that's as normal as it has ever been. Wow. Okay. Hey, we're going to do a real reading here. Those of you who believe in the magical, the mystical, the world of the unseen, of course you believe in that. You're just that sort of person. That's who you've always been. We are going to do a real reading, 100% factually accurate, as good as any reading you'll find anywhere. And we take our reading from the Tarot of Unimaginable Correctitude, which is, we've tried the other tarot decks, and we find this one is best because it has never been wrong, ever. And I know it's never been wrong because there were a few sessions I couldn't remember, and so I asked it, and it was like, no, we've been spot on this whole time. And so, like, you can just know, you ask the deck, if the deck says yes, I am 100% accurate, then you know you can trust the deck. So it's a good deck, 100% reliable. Anyway, so it told me, I interpreted it to have meant that that's what it was. And that's basically as good as the deck having said so. So, yeah, just shut up and let me do this thing that I'm going to do. You can't stop me. It's happening now. Um, anyway, first card, death, do me death, death. You know, don't freak out about this one. People people do that all the time, especially when it's a first card. You know, people get all crazy. They see death, do me death, death, and they're like, "Oh my god, this I'm not going to make it through the reading." You're going to make it through. You're going to be fine. Let me explain. So, death, do me death, death, when it's in the house of calamity, especially, um, people tend to think that it means that they or someone they love will die, but that's like, why are you so literal? Like, tarot is about, if it's about anything, it's about predictions that are so vague they could apply to anything, and in retrospect will have applied to everything that happened because you will have remembered it that way, and you will selectively edit. It's like that Texas sharpshooter who really knew what he was doing. Anyway, so when you see death, do me death, death, you're just going to be able from now on to talk yourself into believing that it's a good thing. And when it comes in the house of calamity, what it means is that your next cup of tea is going to be exactly the right temperature. And yeah, the bakery case will be well stocked with those blueberry lemon zest scones that you love so much. Those are really good. Yeah, you're right. And they pair excellently with tea. You're going to have a great day. You are. Death, do me death, death every time, friend. Okay, let's see what comes next. The magician in the house of Woot. This indicates that you will soon, unfortunately, be accosted by a douchebag in a cape who will be attempting to collect footage for his on the street magic special. And yeah, this asshole is going to try and weasel his way into your lady friend's pants with some like close up magic tricks. No. No. Just don't, like, now that you're being warned that this is a thing that will happen, like, just make sure that this douchebag does not get an open pass to your lady friend's friendly bits. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put your foot down and be like, fuck no, we aren't picking a card. We're crossing the other side of the street, you asshole. That's the kind of shit you need to say. And if your girl is like, come on, this is a little bit of fun, you need to be like, hey, are you cheating on me? Like, yeah, just like get in their face, accuse them of cheating. And that way, if they say yes, then you have the glory of being right. And if they say no, then, well, you've got a faithful partner, which is a good thing. Or are they faithful? They might be lying. Should probably check their phone too. Anyway, moving on. I mean, this is all just boilerplate stuff here. Nothing you haven't seen before. Anyway, this is a tough draw here. There's no way of candy coating it. This is the Coven of Assholes. And the Coven of Assholes in any house means that you're going to be forced to deal with some fucking assholes and their bullshit for literally no reason. Like, what? Were you born into this world and, we're generally engaged in trying to make it a better place than it was when you came into it? Were you doing that? Well, guess what? These fucking assholes are going to perpetrate some bullshit for like no fucking reason. And the world is full of them. And because they exist, you will be swimming upstream against a fast running river of bullshit literally for the rest of your life. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's a rough ride. That's sometimes you got to tell the truth. You got to tell the truth. Anyway, the chalice of chainsaw hands in the house of S-Mart. This means that you may be having a fight with an evil clone of yourself in the near future. But don't worry. Delineations of good and bad don't matter quite so much when you're the one holding the gun. So just make sure that you're the one holding the gun. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Oh, the judgmental bitch in the house of Yo Mama. Yeah, she indicates that you will break some unspoken rule that only applies to this bitch who does nothing but go out of her way to judge people, and she'll get all puffed up over your perceived slight because she absolutely 100% lives for this shit. So don't give her the satisfaction. Just slap the latte right out of her hands and run like hell. When you come across this lady, here's your self-defense move. Latte slap, run like hell. Say it with me. Latte slap, run like hell. Good. Good. Yeah, just remember that. It's going to be very, very important. You see this lady, yeah, for real. You just, no thinking, just instinct. Latte slap, kick in face, right? That's what we were saying. Anyway, no. Latte slap, run like hell. Got it. Got it. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is a good one. This you're in for a good time. The slave of tentacles in the house of dank means that you have some seriously kinky ass sex in your future. So limber up, keep lube on you at all times, and for God's sake, just keep an open mind. I mean, don't knock the crazy shit until you're quivering and weeping in the shower because it was all a bit much. But until it hits that point, you just fucking let it ride and enjoy the ride, or being ridden, whichever the case may be. I mean, who knows what way it's going to go. And now, your personal horoscope for the foreseeable future. It'll take care of you for a good long while. Here we go. Capricorn, January 20th to February 16th. You will suffer from heinously bad diarrhea sometime in the very near future. We can't tell you exactly when, but you won't be anywhere near a decent toilet when the shit hits the fan. And you might actually be near a fan when the diarrhea hits. Anyway, the result will be a frantic tippy-toe dance, followed by flop sweat, and an ultimate loss of dignity as you settle on the least offensive place to evacuate everything you've eaten in the past month. The resultant stench will be enough to cause anyone you might consider dateable to not consider you the same. It will be a rough month for love because you are going to smell like shit. Anyway, sometimes I got to be the bearer of bad news. It happens. Aquarius, February 16th to March 11th. At some point in the week, you will have a very brief encounter with someone in a Neil Diamond t-shirt. Get this person's number because they are the only chance you will ever have at a stable and loving relationship in your entire life. If you fail to get with Mr. or Ms. Neil Diamond's shirt, all you have to look forward to is a life in which you tell others that you're, quote, trying to be the one so you can find the one, all while secretly loathing them and their goddamn happy relationships. Take note, Aquarius. Pisces. When you eat fish this month, which you absolutely will do because it is your fate, you will wonder whether or not this constitutes cannibalism, given that you're a Pisces and whatnot. What we can tell you is that, yes, this is a form of cannibalism, and it's not even the only form of cannibalism you'll find yourself engaging in this month. We hope you enjoy your long pig, you sick fuck. Aries, April 18th to May 13th. You're not just imagining it. All your friends think you're a complete and utter dickhead. As a matter of fact, it would be incorrect for you to call them friends. They all think someone else let you into the group, while no one actually did. You've just been secretly glomming onto them for years, and it won't be long before they find out. The conversations they've been holding behind your back have been increasingly negative, and you aren't likely to make it through the month before they start a new group chat without you. That's right, Aries. Shit's gonna hit the fan for you. Taurus, May 13th to June 21st. You suffer from delusions of mediocrity. You've been aiming for the middle when you should have been aiming for the middle of the lower third. You'll be a lot happier when you just accept the fact that yours will be a largely meaningless life, which will be forgotten almost immediately after it ends. Now go out there and try to get in the way of anyone who matters. 'Cause you certainly don't. Gemini, June 21st to July 20th. You're about 2 White Claws away from wrecking your whole life. You keep this up, and you'll wake up somewhere south of the border with one flip-flop, a dry mouth, and an asshole that makes you wonder if you didn't spend part of the previous evening as some sort of grotesque human hand puppet. But keep telling yourself that you're fun to be around. I'm sure that'll work out just fine. Cancer, July 20th to August 10th. Those edibles you took are about to kick in. Let's pucker that butthole and get to work, goddammit. Goddamn, these them high THC content gummies, ain't they? Shit, you put me on the goddamn moon. I'm so high right now. Can you believe they pay me to write horoscopes? And I could just write whatever because people who are into horoscopes are so into self-fulfilling prophecies, they'll go out of their way to prove how right I am. Shit. These marijuanas is good. Shit. Yeah. It is good. I will agree. Leo, August 10th to September 16th. Those edibles you took are about to kick in. Let's pucker that butthole and get to work, goddammit. Goddamn. Wait a minute. Ooh. Yeah, I just did the same one twice. Shit. That's how good these edibles is. I do the same one twice. You don't even fucking notice. Anyway, Virgo, September 16th to October 30th. You will continue to have the same relationship with your father that you have always had, because that's pretty much the way it goes with fathers. And no matter how well or poorly you relate to your father right now, That's probably how well or poorly you'll relate to him forever. It will get neither better nor worse with time, just because of how fathers are wired, and this prediction of mine will look like a real, actual prognostication for how accurate it is. Libra, October 30th to November 23rd. You will blindly accept a slightly altered version of the father prediction I just gave to Virgo because you don't care about anyone else enough to wonder what their lives are going to be like in the very near future. Astrology is a crazy-ass form of narcissism, you crazy-ass weirdo. Scorpio, you will talk yourself into doing some dick-ass piece of shit move, and you will justify treating another human being that way because, quote, you are a Scorpio and can't help but react in that way. Have you ever considered the possibility that you're just human dog shit? Maybe the species is better off without you. Ophiuchus, November 29th to December 17th. Hardly anyone notices that you exist, even though you've been there forever. I could say this to literally any human and they would see themselves in it because we all feel this way from time to time. So I can even be given credit for getting this right when everyone feels this way sometimes, right? Yeah, they do. Sagittarius. Hardly anyone notices that you exist, even though you've been there forever. I could say this to literally any human, and they would see themselves in it, because we all feel this way from time to time. So can I even be given credit for getting this right when everyone feels this way sometimes? And makes movies about it and shit. Anyway. Okay, what? Hold up. What? Hey, here's what I will grant it. Astrology, that is. It has some kick-ass iconography. That is true. Second only to Satanism, which has the most kick-ass iconography of any group of wannabe nonconformists. I mean, they bring it strong, they bring it hard, they bring it all day long. So, astrology, you've got a little catching up to do if you want to be as cool as Satanists. Okay, here's what I will not grant astrology. That it has anything to say about our lives because it has been the safe haven for shysters and money grubbers for centuries. And I don't support supporting those kinds of people financially, not even if they are providing a false sense of peace, which has to count for something, right? If it's not true, it's not fucking true. Let's all be adults. It's adult time. Let's be motherfucking adults about this. As a matter of fact, we're doing this from now on. That's right. I chose these two fonts completely at random, and it's better than my intentional design has ever been. I think I have some sort of design blindness or some shit. Like, this design is the result of random chance. And it's better than anything that I've intentionally done ever. So, yeah. Thinking of giving up on my designs of being a designer. Clearly. Okay, so here's what we're doing now. This is now a review of very serious film. And when we say film, we mean movies and other cinematic arts which are of such baffling importance. They have been seen by no one other than actors who wish they were directors who are still looking for their directorial voice, and directors looking for interesting answers to the rare interview question, so, who are your cinematic influences? Yeah, no one else sees these things. Well, I guess we could put self-important critics on the list, probably. Anyway, regardless, we are moving on. Here we go. Film number 1, Mother Hashish. A Danish filmmaker and his crew smoke their entire stash and just let the cameras go for an hour and a half. There's an orgy and like 3 weddings in here. All of them worked out, too. It's some crazy shit. Like, these people got married. Now they have children. This thing really happened. And this is a document of some fucking, like, decent-ass families starting out. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy that it's the result of smoking that good. So, anyway, 3.5 stars. Enjoyable, thought-provoking, far from amazing. Film number 2, The Coolest Man Alive. This independent documentary, rather than engaging in pointless, heavy-handed narration, just shows shoes, should say shows, right? Who wrote this fucking slide? I don't know. Blame it on Braxton. Anyway, just shows the Vulpet bassist Joe Dart in performance mode in front of thousands of rabid fans. Yeah, don't give us a fucking story. Just show us the shit. And, 5 stars because he literally is the coolest man alive. Can you think of anyone cooler than Joe Dart? You fucking can't. He's the coolest man alive. This is not open for debate. This is time that we just recognize facts as facts. He is the coolest man alive. Full stop. End of sentence. Film number 3, Yo Mama House. This heartfelt documentary follows the origin of the Yo Mama jokes from their humble beginnings in rural Mississippi to their time in the spotlight on that one Wilmer Valderrama show. You know, the one on MTV? Yeah, I know. MTV doesn't play music anymore. That's not even a joke anymore. That's like just a fact that we all agree on now. Anyway, yeah, Wilmer Valderrama had that one show. You've seen it. It's okay, I guess. Anyway, 4 stars for Yo Mama House. Here's the best joke in Yo Mama House. So, in case you were on the fence about seeing it, this is the kind of quality entertainment you'll be treated to. Yo mama so fat, I swerved to miss her once and ran out of gas. That comes from Jeremy Lil Snaps Johnston. Yeah, he really leaves his mark upon this film. Anyway, film number 4, L'amour est blanc. The director's dentist stands in the corner and attempts to remember every tear ever shed in his presence over the course of his life. This one features a very stark and haunting soundtrack of early German proto-electronic avant-garde music. The band, whom you all know and love, is Die Angst vor dem Tod. And the experience of this film footage paired with the angular electronic soundtrack, it's something akin to a controlled nightmare in daytime. So if that's the kind of cinematic experience you're after, this is your kind of film. 4.5 stars. Film number 5, Won't Say Zombie. Yeah. This is considered a classic of the genre. This is an independently produced British film which combines a deep understanding of the genre with a kitschy, retro-perfect visual performance which cannot be found anywhere else. This is complex visual storytelling achieved by intentionally engaging in tropes created by lazy storytelling at its very finest. You will not see a better example anywhere. So, Won't Say Zombie, 5 stars. Amazing. Loved it. Film number 6, Straight on Broadway. Rex Manfred, one of the very few remaining straight men on Broadway, attempts to capture the struggles of a straight, white, cisgendered male. The film felt forced, and honestly, I'm not even entirely sure he's straight. 2.5 stars. Film number 7, The Mime Takes His Own Life. This hilariously satirical dark comedy follows real-life mime Jonas Schwerlenhans as he attempts to write his autobiography and finds his life to be much, much more hollow and meaningless and shallow than he had expected. You watch him struggle his way out of this realization, and ultimately it's a beautiful piece of work. 4.5 stars. Show's over. No closure. This program was made possible by the Igneous and Gertrudina Buttcomer Foundation. Promotional considerations provided by Ralph Morgan's Extra Strangly Snakes, the Lonely Ass Librarians Guild, Grandpappy True Real's Foul-Smelling Balms and Gruels, and the one and only True God. This program was directed and performed by Rem Pemberton. Nobody asks if these words change or not. Written by Braxton Whiteguy. Ass here. Theme song by the Out of Tuners. A presentation of Non-Sober Badger Productions. A subsidiary of the large, boring-sounding corporation with surprisingly questionable business practices. Lawful Asset Holdings Incorporated. A branch of the intentionally vague corporation whose purpose may never be known. The Blaine Group. And communism. It's not dead yet, suckers. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing in the first place. And thank you for, I don't know, that one thing. You know what that was, right? You did that. That was you, right? Yeah, it was you. I'm giving you credit. Look, no other motherfucker would give you any credit for that, which is bullshit, because people have to know what you bring to the table. And I'm here to tell you that you are seen and you are appreciated. Anyway, hey, I see you, all right? I know what you're doing, and it's good, and thank you. Anyway, hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.